Hello guys, welcome back once again to my channel. So we've seen the happenings in the news and the way Africans are being discriminated against. You know, the only reason why I'm doing this video, it's really because with how Africans are being treated, anyway, the war, it's none of our business in the first place. Some people are doing their thing, they know why they are doing their thing. This is just about power, and then this is just about probably bragging rights, right? Who controls the world? So in the midst of this chaos, we've seen so much discrimination against black people or against Africans. We've seen how they are being discriminated against. We've had evidence, video evidence of how our brothers and sisters are being treated like out there. We've also had news reporters basically talking as if because they are white people, because they are civilized people, how can this be happening to them? Okay, they are civilized society, and then at the end of the day you're asking yourself, what exactly do these people think about themselves? That it's only in Africa among uncivilized people, people with blue eye, people with blonde straight hair cannot go through what they are going through. Basically, that's what they are telling us. And in the midst of all this chaos, and in the midst of all this insult, and in the midst of all this abuse and discrimination, you actually have Africans joining the Ukrainian people to fight their war, basically repeating what happened in the Second World War. It's like we do not learn from history. We are just a bunch of people that are colonized, and we continue to be colonized, and our mentality continue to be colonized, and we've decided not to educate ourselves. In the Second World War, our ancestors went to fight a war that was none of their business. By the time they returned, after losing over 1 million people, by the time they were back, their lands were taken away from them. And we are back there again, in the midst of discrimination, to fight war that is none of their business. Our politicians basically supporting and taking sides and creating enemies for us, whilst you cannot do anything valuable for your people. So honestly, you ask yourself, what the hell is wrong with us? And when are we going to put some value on ourselves? When are we going to add some dignity to the black skin, to our skin color? When would that happen? Because I don't see our leaders trying to map up that for us, and we as a people, I also don't see us doing it. I am so disgusted about those black people from Nigeria, from Cameroon. I'm sure Ghanaians are willing to go to, right? And we see evidence of those. So black people, honestly, Africans, let's add some value to ourselves. They are not treating us right. This fight is not ours. Let's stay out of it. Let's stay out of it, right? And let's add value to ourselves and to our skin color.
It's very emotional for me because I see European people with blue eyes and blonde hair being killed, children being killed every day with Putin's missiles.
You know, this is a relatively civilized, relatively European.
And this is not a developing third world nation. This is Europe.
These are Christians, white.
I was begging. The official literally looked me in my eye and said in his language, only Ukrainians, that's all. That if you are black, you should walk. I'm currently in Debrecen, Hungary. I got in like 10 a.m. today. Today is the 28th of February. It wasn't easy. On Friday at 8 a.m., I was on my way to Poland. I took a commercial taxi, and the taxi couldn't stay on the line of cars because literally cars have been there for 2 days. And when we dropped, on the Google map, it was saying a 1 hour walk. And I was like, oh, 1 hour walk is nothing, you know, if it's getting us there on time. And we walked and it kept increasing. The term walking is traumatizing me. The term walking, I walked for 12 good hours, and it's not an exaggeration. The traffic warden saw me and said I should go to a shelter to sleep, and I slept. And he said the next day that there is a bus going from that shelter straight to the Polish border. And when it was time to get on this bus, the Ukrainians said, just Ukrainians, literally as a black person. I even lied that I was pregnant. They didn't care. I was begging. The official literally looked me in my eye and said in his language, only Ukrainians, that's all. That if you are black, you should walk. And that was an additional 8 hours from where we were. By car, it was like 30 minutes. So we had to walk additional 8 hours. The problem isn't at the Polish border. It is at the Ukrainian border. Because you have to step out at the Ukrainian border to get on the Polish side. And the Ukrainians are only prioritizing their citizens. They don't care. They will push you. They will beat you. If you can make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. Like, I took a nap and I still felt like I was still walking, like I hadn't crossed over. It's not fair. Like, we're just begging to go. I literally had to go back to my city after that experience, re-strategize, and took a train to Hungary. It wasn't even easy getting to Hungary. We had to pay. Those that didn't have money to pay, what would they do? I couldn't help anybody because I was fighting for my life. It is a traumatizing experience, and I don't know where I'm going from now. I literally have to re-strategize in Hungary, try to get my ticket back to Nigeria because it's not safe. This place is not, if your skin is dark, you're at a disadvantage.